On this one, you have to come inside. Wilson. Wilson. Don't leave me, Wilson. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, Wilson. My wife supposedly cried in that segment. I was like, a bunch of sellouts. Here it is, right here. Pretty weird, huh? There's your boat. So, if you're a filmmaker, just go out there and find the money. Just go out there and ask. You know, ask somebody. I don't know, do an advertisement on YouTube or something, and ask and say, hey, look, we're looking to do this film. This is kind of what it looks like. You know, it's a little shaky, but of course, when we get better equipment after you give us the millions of dollars and everything, then we'll be able to make the, you know, the film up to your expectations, so that then you like the film because there'll be more money behind it. And then see what they say. A lot of people do that. There's a lot of filmmakers out there that are doing that. So you can do that, you know, or make a little bit of the movie or whatever it may be, or the vlog or whatever. And eventually, you know, you get the funding. It's kind of a bumpy road. Bump right there. Black cat that just ran across the road right there. Turning around right here because I'm trying to avoid this road up here. I'm trying to show it to you. It's off of Craig Street right here. Oh well, I was trying to avoid this. It's not that bad all the way though. Road's called Hunter. Oops, hit that right there. Technical problem. Technical. Sorry about that. You're gonna go down this one down here. Woo-hoo. Just move along. Yeah. Look at this right there. Yeah. Look at that right there. Right there. The road just messed on up. It's got all kinds of road messing up right there. Whoop, look at this stuff right there. Look at that. Woo-wee. Lots of gravel, all kinds of stuff. We're rolling it. Just moving on down the road. Moving on down the road. I said I'm moving on down the road. It's a shaky road. Moving on down the road. Yeah, I'm moving on down the road. It's a shaky road. Moving on down the road. Nah, it's moving on down the road. It's a shaky road. And that's amazing. That's amazing. Look at all this right here. Woo, that's amazing. They got more gravel here just to make sure they put on that gravel on that road and make sure it's all smooth out with gravel and all kinds of stuff. Moving on down the road. Woo! Moving on down the road. Woo! Moving on down the road. Woo! Moving on down the road. Next one, we'll turn to the left. Turn to the left up here. And drop it on off and moving on down the road. Dropping door food. Food at the door. Moving on down the road. Woo! Moving on down the road. Woo! Moving on down the road. Woo, moving on down the road. Woo, moving on down the road. Woo, moving on down the road. Waiting for Christmas time. Maybe that's their Halloween surprise. Are they getting ready for Christmas time? Maybe Halloween is...
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Did they? Well, sure, I'm going to leave at your door. I don't know. You can't even see these numbers. Oh, well, you can see the numbers now. Right there. Christmas lights everywhere around here. Kind of weird. Christmas lights over there. Maybe they do Christmas lights for Halloween. No. It's interesting. It's probably just burying somebody that he knows that's really close. You never know. Hey, the neighbor's out gardening at 9:37 p.m. Must be a short burial. Possibly a pet. Maybe the wife. Maybe not. You never know. Last DD drop to food at your doorstep. Not for free, but that would be different. You know, I always ask myself, you know, if I did end up doing a big Hollywood movie and it made a lot of money, would I go back and do this kind of stuff? And the answer is maybe. It's a possibility. I probably would, because I really do enjoy bringing food to people. There's an innate ability, or there is a special gift that God gives a person in wanting to serve them food. It actually gives you a feeling of success when you're able to serve food to another person. Even water too. Food, water, drinks, whatever it may be. It gives a person a sense of reward, as if they matter. Not the person that's just receiving the food, but also the person that's giving the food. Waiters in America are treated differently than other countries. Or people that serve other people food are treated a little bit different than other countries. Because America is still young. We're still a young country. We're not that old. And food is still important to us. You know, and not that it's not important to the French and the English and all that stuff in other countries, but in America, food is it's given a lot of respect. Food is a big deal in America. I'm just joking. That sound like I was screaming? For a horror film. That would be scary. The guy in the horror film, instead of even really screaming out really loud, he just goes... And the kids would be going, "Mama, scary, scary. Happy Halloween." What I always say is that actors always do it better. They do. They just know. Fort Worth, Texas, and playoffs showdown September 24th, the 25th, Texas Motor Speedway, which we're nowhere near. But that's actually Texas Motor Speedway not. That's Fort Worth, Texas. But the sign back there is, you know, the Texas Motor Speedway is further away by Buc-ee's on the other side of Fort Worth. But it is pretty much Fort Worth. But that's downtown Fort Worth. So the Texas Motor Speedway is further away. It's way on the other side, over kind of by the, kind of like headed towards South Lake, over 35 if you're headed towards Denton. I'd say more like Denton. Yeah, it's on the borderline of Denton and Fort Worth. But this is actually, there was a sign back there because they're coming in September. But this is a lot right there. It's a lot of Fort Worth, downtown Fort Worth, or it's the skyline of Fort Worth, as you can see. Halloween is coming up. Probably in about a month and a half. Trick or treat, kids. Like this little voice that comes out from the door. Trick or treat, kids. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy You're free to use this voice for any device for Halloween time. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! It's not Halloween yet. That's only September. Check on that date. I know it was the 14th the other day. I'm gonna shoot at the 15th, maybe somewhere in that ballpark figure. Maybe the 14th. It doesn't say right here, so there's an old train. Happy Halloween! Got about a month and a half. What happens in September? Anything happen in September other than the Black Tuesday? Whoops, got it wrong. Coffee break. No, it's the 14th, September 14th. That's what I was dealing with, September 14th. Let's get those mixed up a little bit. Oh, we gotta go to the St. Paul Lutheran Church, where we'll learn about the advocate. So what is an advocate? Is it like a friend? An advocate? Someone that helps you? Why don't you say the Lord's your friend? The Lord is your friend. The Lord's an advocate. He's also a great lawyer. Here it is. We have an advocate with the Father. John 2:1. Or 1 John 2:1. An advocate. Let's sum that up. Too hot, so I had to get one of these. It was delivered. She marked it as not delivered because she lied. Then I had a problem with another one at a Little Caesars because she said I need the portal code, and you don't have to have the portal code, especially if it's not offered to you. So if the portal code's in there, then that's fine.
She, the manager?
Yeah, I'm sure she was. Gotta have the portal code. Then the lady came up behind me that was also working for DD, and she said, I don't have the portal code ever. I don't have the portal code either. And she basically saved my butt right there, because I was like, okay, she doesn't have her portal code, and I don't have my portal code. So are you not going to serve both of us? So she gave me the pizza. I was able to make the drop. She didn't want to.
So what she do?
They can come up with a reason for anything.
So what she do? Just look up the name and figure out what.
They can come up with a reason for it. No, the portal code is sometimes given and sometimes not given. So in many cases, it is there, and all you have to do is put in the portal code and then move on. Those are all the Little Caesars. The problem is she said you had to have the portal code, but I had showed her the name and all the information that was on, where you get the information from, which is, the in-app thing. I gave her all the information, and she was still like, oh, well, no, I said, well, look, I showed her everything. Then the lady was right behind me going, look, it doesn't have the portal code either. So they weren't putting it in correct. Because that's how they time you. That's not how they time you. They time it by not the portal code. They time it by when you accept it or when you confirm it on the pickup. She was lying. So I told her, I said, listen, that's my order. because you have to be a little squeaky to get the oil. Got to be a little bit squeaky. And that's a beautiful moon. But not as pretty as Linda. There she blows. Good old Walmart. Walmart over Texas. Really cool place. There she blows. We're going to the produce section of Walmart to get some good produce. And look at the Halloween costumes. Come along with us. That's amazing.